Before we start with today's video, I just want to give some huge shout out to Andy, the guy who built this DIY Yamaha E10 electric conversion bike. Man, tell you, it was me such an honor to ride this bike, and tell you guys, it was such fun. I can't imagine before. And in this video I will show you some detailed footage how insane this bike performs, and also Andy gave a lot detailed information how he built it and how finally this bike became street legal.
Lucerne, we're back again. Pow!
Hello YouTube, hello Electric Press, Lexi here back again, and today, maybe you guess, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, today we're gonna ride electric. For those who doesn't expect that, just a joke. No, first, maybe you saw the video when I ride this Yamaha conversion electric motorcycle. It was such a bliss. It was such a cool ride. I mean, on one side it's nice to have lot power on the Energica, but on the other thing, this small motorcycle is so nimble, so cool to ride. Can't tell you. But hey, today you see it. Now, last time it was not legal on the streets. He had done all the street legalization and blah 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 paperwork, and yeah. Now it's really done. It's street legal. We can ride on the street and show you some footage with this motorcycle. I'm so excited to ride it. No more trash talk. Let's go for a ride. Maybe Andy is so friendly and explain me how to start up the motorcycle. I mean, is it? I don't know. So first thing I say, I know, turn the key as always, right? And then when I get on the bike, nothing goes here. Why, Andy? Tell me, what the heck is going on here? Why it doesn't?
It shouldn't go off. That is for security reason. You still have your side stand down, so put that up first.
Oh man, same as in Energica. And now?
Okay. Still nothing going.
Ah, boring, boring. Wanna ride it? Come on, come on.
Just press this button like last time. Is this one?
This is not rockets or laser. This is just ignition.
It's just to get the bike ready to ride.
Oh so, yeah. Now it's neutral. Now we've had neutral gears. You know.
Yeah.
How I can get the first gear in, please?
As most electric motorbike. Oh, see.
Ah, okay. This is one gear, right? This one gear, front sprocket and the chain straight to the back wheel. Power to the tarmac, man. Tell you. Oh, awesome, yeah. Whoopsie. So, hey, this is not a big deal. I mean, everyone can do this. And come over. Now it's your turn to ride Energica first time. I hope you're the same excited like me on this small bike. I'm super excited to ride this, man.
I'm a little scared though.
Yeah, you don't have to be scared. This is a tamed predator. You know, I set it up to the eco mode, maximum traction and whatever. Computer does everything. It's not dangerous, so it rides pretty nimble, easy. It's a little bit more heavy, but at the end, it's the same. So here is the same. Just do the kickstand up first. Yeah, exactly. And now you have to press front brake. Okay. And then push the ignition.
That's
the red one, the dangerous one. Yeah. And now
here you go.
Here is on go. When it's on go, it's hot. And once you kick that back, it's off.
Okay.
It's that simple. By the way, for the people who don't know, we will show you some footage from Lucerne. This is one of the most beautiful cities I know in Switzerland. Many things are beautiful here, but Lucerne is such beautiful because of the lake, because of, yeah, let's see it. Maybe people, you will see why I say that. Just crank it a little bit. Yes. Nice.
Oh, futurist. Further back. Whoa.
And you have regen on this bike, right?
I have ridden on it, yes.
So
yesterday.
I feel it a little bit when I press in just slightly the front brake. The regen kicks in a little bit.
Oh, that was not there last time you rode it? Yeah, that's right. When you turn the brake signal on at the back, then regen is on.
Okay, great. I feel it just it's like it's just a little bit yeah. And this bike is so nimble. Look, see that? Wow. This is why I like this bike, man. It's so easy to ride. Everyone can do this.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn.
After it.
Where can I shift here?
Hey, there's no shifter. It's just one gear.
I tried to pull the clutch.
Yeah, the Energica is a little bit heavier, but it's not that worse than like people telling.
Oh, I got you.
I got red light. Oh, that's not fair. So tell me where we are here in Lucerne. Is just backyard or where we are?
So what you see over here, if you want that's where all the tourists used to go. I mean, still some people go here. That's the Lion Monument.
Yeah.
Very, very famous place. Okay, green light.
Ah, this is kind yeah, the mile where everyone goes.
Yeah. So that's really the tourist track here. They all walk from the train station to Löwendenkmal, past all these jewelry and watch shops.
Yeah. Ah, and here in front is the lake, right? It's so beautiful. Let me show you. At the mountains, the lake. Okay, today is a little bit cloudy, but it's awesome anyways.
So there's the promenades, all the boats.
Yeah.
Some people are all out here, even though the sun is not shining very bright.
It's a little bit cloudy and it's Sunday, so there is not so crowded here today. But usually, regular days, man, here is you can see through, right?
And this is kind of the motorbike mile as well. And over here, you see the famous Chapel Bridge.
Yeah, this is that bridge. Everyone takes photos when the tourists come over here.
We've got high water flooding actually. Normally the water is a bit further down.
Yeah, it has a big history, that bridge.
Yeah.
Whee!
Train station.
Oh, I see my back mirrors are just somewhere nowhere. I have to set it proper.
Uh-oh, some ducks walking over the street.
Yeah, Switzerland, easy going, man. So the people seeing this video may ask, what's the range? What's the and yeah, what's the power of this bike? So first up, those super boring questions I always hear people ask me when I ride Energica, but I guess on this bike people will ask the same thing. What's your answers on that? How far and how fast this bike can go?
So which one you mean now?
Yeah, yours, the one you built.
So it's officially running 106. So that's what I measure myself.
Yeah, but unofficially, real talk. How fast?
I don't know. That's actually the maximum I did. I didn't want to do a longer sprocket ratio. I could probably go a little bit faster. But with electric motors, it's always you either get torque or you get speed. So maybe also shorter ratio could be nice because
more torque, man.
More torque, exactly.
Yeah, it's all about torque.
And because small motorbike, it's more meant to commute.
I mean, the 125 CCM before had the half of torque or even less. So boring. Red light is boring.
On the right.
Wham! So, but this bike doesn't have ABS, right?
Oh no.
And no traction control.
No, all hands
So
control.
it all depends on your riding talent or my riding talent.
Yes, as it was 40 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, where to go?
Now you turn right.
Okay.
Take the right lane. Take the very right lane. You want to have some breakfast, I heard.
Yeah, of course. Want to go over there?
Yes, let's go there.
So let's grab some food and afterwards we ride on outside on some twisty roads. Yeah. So after breakfast we hit the roads, man. Yeah. Now we're pumped. We eat something, drink some Red Bull. Now I'm really good in shape, super condition to ride this bike proper. Yeah, where are we going? Let's see the people, some mountains, some twisty roads. I mean, this boring, ugly gas station. That can't be the video. Come on. Want to show the people something cool, something nice.
Release the savage.
Grab. No, motherfuckers! Get lost! Internal combustion doesn't make it anymore. Welcome to Switzerland! Yeah, we can stay the bikes here. Huavisa.
A little bit of off-road. Energetic off-road.
Yeah, so hey, but the topic is, want to talk about, have nerd talk about this motorcycle you built by your own. This is not the production or buy it somewhere or something. Any part, the engine, the controller, electronics, it's all built by your own. It's conversion. You convert it from Yamaha or whatever 125 to electric cyber bike, you know. And the interesting thing is, you have to go to the government and stuff to do this all legalization, all the paperwork and stuff. What was the obstacles to make it legal for in Switzerland? I mean, it's not the US or England. There it's pretty easy, but in Switzerland, you had to do some tests. You told me for the electronic.
Yes, it is. I mean, the regulation in Europe are pretty much the same as in Switzerland, but how they handle it is maybe a little bit more stricter. So you have to do electric safety tests.
Yeah.
So it needs to be safe, so nobody can be hurt. We have here we have here a 72-volt battery, which is above the 50 volts. So it is already high voltage, classified as high voltage.
And that's about this orange wires here. Last time we ride it, it was not orange, and now you have to do this orange wires here.
Exactly.
For the higher voltage circuit.
That's one thing they asked me to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't get street legal.
Yeah.
So everything which is connected to the batteries or the controller, even here the throttle cable, I had to make orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. What another thing was then I suddenly got scared. They asked me for more paper about the batteries. So. What are the norms that the batteries are tested? And I thought,
had no answer on that.
I ordered them in China, so no idea what they tested. But they said it is for road use, or for motorbikes, buses, and all sorts of these things. So they must have done some tests, but they couldn't provide any paper which looked trustworthy. But in the end, we could kind of agree that for a prototype or custom bike like this, it's acceptable, because they would do tests like overcharging and undercharging, so that the battery doesn't go in flames. And I have a BMS in here, so overcharging is really almost impossible. Also, the charger does not overcharge, so there's at least two measures to make sure that the batteries are always operated in a safe condition.
And when we talk about charging and stuff, this is one of the most asked questions. Tell me about the charger and where you can plug in. I guess, can you plug it in over here on the gas cap?
When I would charge it, and outside my house, I have to keep it outside. I mean, there's a little roof, but I don't want to get water in there. So if I plug in the cable and it's raining, then the water would stay in the socket.
That's
electricity, water is not a good combination.
Yeah, it's not so cool, right? But now you have here some button here. It's for the rocket or the lasers, or what is this button here? So this is a charge limiter, you told me, right?
Yeah, it's a little gimmick that I thought about. When I know that I'm not using the bike very often, I don't want to charge it to 100%, because the batteries don't like to stay in 100%.
Yeah.
So if I release the button, it would only charge up to 80%.
Okay, so you can rest it somewhere for a long term, and otherwise you can charge it full and go for a ride, like crank it like a maniac, like we did before, right?
Yeah.
So, but where's the charger? Where is the charger?
So the charger is now down here. I have this dummy plug in here.
Yeah.
So this is also needed. So without this one, you would not be able to
ride
it.
If it's not in, you can't ride it. It doesn't start up, right?
Exactly. That's also
safety
requirement. So if you have the cable plugged in here, you should not be able to turn on the motor.
Oh yeah.
So if you have this plug not in there, so you cannot ride. So if there's still a cable in there, you cannot ride away.
It's kind of short circuit, which gives the signal. It's okay, yeah.
Exactly.
And you can plug in some computer cable to charge it up.
Yeah.
Great. So everywhere is some computers, you can plug it in. And how long does it take? How the battery size?
I have an onboard charger in here. As you see, the bike is small. I only have 600 watts, which is really not a lot. So it takes about 5 to 6 hours to charge it from 0 to 100%.
Yeah.
So that's no problem if you recharge it overnight.
Yeah, and use it as a local commuter around Lucerne. Charge it overnight, and next day you're fully charged and can go like a maniac, like always.
Or if you can charge it at your office place, then you could also charge it there. So time is not really a problem. But what I also plan to do is to have a socket somewhere where I can plug in some external charger as well.
Yeah.
And then could go up to this about 2 kilowatts that is possible from a 230 volt
Oh yeah.
socket. And then I should be able to recharge in 1.5 hours from 0 to 100%.
This is the thing I want to see. This is yeah. With a 2 or 3 kilowatt charger, when you can charge it for when this would like go in production, I want to see this bike in production. It's up to you, whatever. No, I tell you, it's so easy to ride. It's a beginner bike, or even for me, like a pro rider. It's fun to ride. Yeah, it's awesome. And a bike like this, going to production, this is the thing. The best sold bike would be, in my opinion. Yeah, no problem, no service, no gimmick, no combustion, no lever, no. It's so easy. You saw it. I did some jokes on the streets. You can ride it one-handed.
You need your left hand to hold the shopping bag, you know.
Of course, yeah. When I grab something from the grocery, cool guy.
And take some plastic bag from the grocery, or doing what else, or giving some thumbs up to other riders. It's so easy to ride.
That's really true. That's also I have no problem now to give it to somebody else and try it out.
Yeah, of
Yesterday I had some friends coming around because it was last week when I got it registered and road legal. So we had a little party to celebrate that.
Yeah.
And I figured out the neighbor actually. He used to ride motorbikes, so he had to go. Some of my friends had to go. Yeah. So there's really nothing to worry about.
How was the reply or the first impression from those guys?
They really liked it. I mean, they probably didn't realize it. They said it's very easy, but they didn't think probably it's more difficult.
What was it? There was some skeptical. It's electric, doesn't work, or how was the sentiment before they tried?
No, that was okay. I mean, most of them knew that I'm building on it. They definitely were surprised about the power the bike has.
I told you, yeah. It's impressive for that small bike. You think, 125, you have to push it, but yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. It's not too much. It's not dangerous, but it's not less. It's enough, for a safe bike and a fun bike, definitely. Hey, well made. This all by yourself. I mean, how long does it take to build up from scratch? From the idea to now, how many time does it take?
Yeah, so in November it will be 6 years. The registration officer, he told me I'm one of the longest projects that he's had.
Yeah, but this was a side hustle, fun project for you. It must not.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And I only used my free time, so I have family at home. Certainly the boys also had fun sometimes to help me a little bit to do a couple of things. But it really, just in my free time, so that's maybe 2 up to 4 hours per week I could spend on it.
Oh, yeah.
Depending a bit on what's going on otherwise. And also waiting for parts shipped from China or from Conrad.
Yeah, so it's still Yamaha. It's still a Chinese bike.
It's maybe now a little bit more Chinese than Japanese.
Yeah. And how much money did you invest? I mean, you sold your car, you sold your savings, you spent your savings, everything. How much money did you invest for this project?
That's maybe an advantage because it took so long.
No excuses. We all know you're super enthusiastic. We all know that. No excuses. How much?
In that time, I could build up enough pocket money to actually pay for it.
Yeah.
I haven't done the full calculation yet, but it's probably roughly about 10,000, 8 to 10,000 that I spent on parts and also tools that I needed to build it. So I bought new drillers or some special tools and stuff. Some tools I built myself. Yeah, for building the batteries, for example, spot welder and things like that.
Yeah.
And
All
that was
tools
actually not
come
expensive.
together. This is all included in 10,000. And
And
also
then-
this legislation stuff, which you have to all included.
Mhm.
So, the bike itself, the hardware is the half money. The other thing is tools and legal stuff and paperwork, right?
Yeah, that I also don't have the final bill yet, but I guess it's going to be around 6,000 Swiss francs to get it rolled.
Only the paperwork, yeah.
So like the minimum would be maybe 4,000, but there is always some problems. That's normal. They told me.
But I tell you, same as the Energica. It's you have to invest some money in the first time because it's a expensive bike. But over time, if you ride it a lot, it pays out because no maintenance, just tire changing and charge it up electricity. Electricity is so cheap and it pays out over years or over time, same as Energica. I couldn't afford an internal combustion liter bike, which I ride 20 to 30,000 kilometers per year. It would be so expensive. I could afford, but it would hurt. I think, what the heck? You know, it's the same on this. You have to invest some money, and afterwards, it's a bliss to ride. It's cheap and it's fun. That's what we want. And people arguing, I'm missing the sound. Yeah, come on, No, it's pretty solid, but because it's solid, it's cool, you know. Especially when you ride in nature out here. Yeah.
I don't miss it anymore.
Me too. I would, if I would go back to internal combustion, I would miss the torque, the insane torque. I would miss, and give a shit on sound. And yeah.
Oh, there's still more to figure out. Actually, I don't know it myself yet.
Okay.
I think other people have written it more than I did myself.
Okay, I'm sorry for, but it's cool. I tell you, it's really cool to ride. Just a little hint. You have to know.
That's very nice to see.
Yeah. And when people, for the viewers, when you want to know more, check out his channel. He had some kind of videos when he built it, some nerd stuff. And definitely check out his channel, his small channel. With the you have some background information, how and when. Leave me a thumbs up because, man, want to see more content like this? Give me your support, man. This is so valuable. Thank you. And now we're going to ride back home and have some fun. See you next time. Don't forget, ride safe, charge fast. I'm out of here, y'all.